Mozambique political turmoil, protests ignite, ruling party cites coup fears. Mozambique's political stability hangs in the balance amid accusations from the ruling party, Front for the Liberation of Mozambique, Frelimo, that opposition leader Venancio Mondlane's calls for protests are inciting a coup. The ongoing demonstrations, which are a response to alleged election irregularities, have resulted in violence and the tragic loss of lives. The aftermath of the October 9th election has been a testing ground for Mozambique's democratic resilience, pushing the southeastern African nation into what might be its most tumultuous phase since the peace following the Civil War 3 decades ago. Protesters, emboldened by Mondlane, a charismatic figure and former lawmaker, have encountered brutal repression. Scenes reminiscent of wartime hostilities have unfolded across Maputo, with the use of tear gas, rubber bullets, and deplorably live ammunition by police, according to reports from the Center for Democracy and Human Rights. The call by Mondlane to storm the presidential palace as part of the Day of Liberation evoked alarm within Frelimo. Alcinda Brews, the party spokeswoman, articulated her concern on state television, interpreting the movement as a direct attack on the legally established government, hinting at the potential for an unconstitutional power grab. Despite Frelimo candidate Daniel Chapo's official victory, securing a 49-year continuation of rule with an overwhelming 71% of votes, the contested election results have cast a long shadow. With at least 39 fatalities linked to the protests, Mondlane remains unyielding, pledging escalation until his perceived victory is recognized. The political unrest has not only rocked the streets of Maputo, but also rippled out to affect pivotal economic operations, necessitating the shutdown of port activities and shaking investor confidence. Mondlane's party has formally contested the election outcome, lodging an appeal with the Constitutional Council, suggesting his share of the vote stands at 20%. As the nation awaits the Council's verdict on the appeal, the implications are significant for Mozambique's governance and its burgeoning but now jeopardized foreign investments. South Africa, Mozambique's neighboring country and economic power player, has responded with caution, sealing off the main land border that serves as a crucial trade channel, particularly for the ferrochrome industry. Both nations and their citizens face the consequences of this political unrest, with an urging for peace and avoidance of travel to Mozambique for South African nationals, reflecting the depth of the distress. The escalating situation in Mozambique reveals the fragile nature of post-election periods in emerging democracies and the necessity for legal avenues to resolve political disputes. As Mozambique navigates this crisis, the eyes of the international community remain fixed on how the nation will achieve stability through dialogue, as suggested by Chapo, amidst calls for mass mobilization and change by Mondlane. Thank you for choosing Satori News.